if a bear shits in the woods and nobody sees it, did it? How about if Ricky wins on Sunday and nobody gets to watch? Come on, PGA Tour. We got to be better than this. Like, between ESPN Plus and Golf Channel and GolfChannel.com and PGATour.com and CBS.com, CBS Sports, you mean to tell me we couldn't find anywhere to get the biggest story in golf for the past 3 months? Ricky Fowler playing well? Couldn't get it on TV? Come on. You got to be better. Like, it's like, you wonder why we have LIV, right? This is what happens. The PGA Tour has been so short-sighted with their media coverage and their the wealth sharing and things like that they do dumb stuff like this and people shake their heads. All that happened with the LIV merger was the cooler heads prevailed and the adults started talking. And when the adults started talking, they realized business-wise it was best for everybody if LIV won. This is worse than that for Jay Monahan. The fact that you have the biggest story in golf on a Sunday, it's a playoff, it's in Detroit, the place is going nuts, and you can't find it on TV? Like, that's the fireable offense. Forget LIV, forget the Saudi agreement. Let's fix the TV deals. As you guys see, I'm back over here to the driving range today. We did get some great footage at Tony Lee last week. We're going to get that up and running on YouTube this week. Wanted to come over. I haven't talked to you guys in a while, so I wanted to shoot a little bit of an episode. I figured I'd chit-chat about what's going on while you guys watch me work on what I'm working on. A lot of you that have been commenting on, yes, I stand too far away from it, I get too flat, and I rip the club inside. You'll see I have a basket over here. When I start to stretch it out a little bit, you'll start to see me. I'm working on getting closer and getting taller and getting more separation this way. When I'm not playing for 6 months and you don't touch a club and you're not feeling well, and then you come back out here, you revert to what you did prior to stopping playing golf, right? So I reverted back to my old habits. I get open, the ball gets too far forward, I get further and further away from it, and I just start hitting it right. When I come out here and I'm working on it, what I want to feel is I want to feel like I'm Jim Furyk. It's not going to be, because I'm so inside, square is going to feel like this. So, again, I'm trying to feel like I'm Jim Furyk and rerouting it, but it's not. It's just going to get me more on plane and get me back into what I've worked on my entire life, right? We know we're never as good as we think we are when we're playing good. We're never as bad as we think we are when we're playing bad. It's just a matter of figuring out, okay, how do I fix when I go wrong and making only one thing be my miss, right? Anybody that's played with me knows I don't miss left very often. I've taken left out of play. I have a strong grip. I used to play a huge hook, and over the years, I've learned clear early and hang on, right? So I play a soft baby fade to a straight ball with a closed face. When I start turning it left is when I'm getting out of control, when I'm getting over the top and I'm getting handsy, and now I know I have to come back in here and figure it out. And usually it's from being open and hitting balls out to the right and then trying to overcompensate, right? Listen, you start playing bad, you hit a couple bad ones in a row, you start to see a pattern, that's when you come to the range and you grind it out. I'm not a ball beater, never have been, and I never will be. So, I come out here and I make my golf swing with my wedges. And then hi guys, I had a little issue with my iPhone, but switch to the iPad, I hope this works. What I was saying was, I don't really have to make many big swings. My wedge game is good and I know where my takeaway is. You'll see me hit up to a 7-iron or so, maybe a few drivers, but not much. It's more just kind of feeling where the club head is. I have one golf swing, it doesn't matter what club I'm hitting. So I've been hit a few 7-irons. You're going to see what I'm talking about when I work on with the basket. I keep the basket there to kind of feel like this. I want to almost feel like I'm Jim Furyk, so that way I don't rip it inside. So, again, just a couple things that I work on while I hang out and chat with you guys. One of the cool things that happened this weekend, Bryson Nimmer had a great first 3 rounds, kind of fell apart on Sunday, but I think it was going to be a learning experience. I think he started playing in the rearview mirror. You know, he was more worried about the upcoming reshuffle than he was worrying about going to win. But still, he made the cut, made enough points to get his card. Congrats, bud. That's the job. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, good. Under control. We're on balance. See, the thing that getting closer to it does for me is get my weight back off my toes. And when I'm on my toes, I just can't support my body weight yet because I'm not strong enough. So getting closer, standing taller, you see the results. Just a soft little 3-yard fade, just right at that 150 mark. Hit it. Oof. Just missed it. A little off balance on that one, but as you can tell, guys, we're starting to find the center of the face again. We just got to get our balance. We got to get our legs under me. It's been a while. It's been years since I've had a golf swing with solid legs. So that's what we're working on this summer, getting healthy. Just one after another, bouncing them off that 150 sign. It's scary. Just kind of in my own world over here, just talking to you guys, working on sequence, and my takeaway. Another one from the reboot category. You know, you guys are going nuts over all of my Scotties and all that. Basically, what you guys are watching is me unpacking a 25-year golf career. You know, I never took time. I never took 5 minutes to go through my stuff and realize what I have. You know, there's the ethical balance of, do I sell stuff that was a gift? You know, most of those Scotties and golf bags and all that were all free. I'd fit somebody, they say, how do we pay you? Just give me that Scotty, you know. So it's a lot of trading going on, a lot of willing and dealing to get those putters. You know, I didn't pay for a lot of them. You know, anytime anybody, sales rep or anything, asked for a favor, I always said yes. So in turn, when I asked for product, they always said yes. So just thinking about something else, not thinking about golf. I play what I like. You want to send something in and get an honest review, I'll give you a review. But just know, if you send it to me and I think it's shit, I'm going to tell you it's shit. So no bought and paid for opinions on this show. So the other one, a couple people have talked about the marijuana posts that I've made. Yeah, buddy has a grow farm. You know, part of my health routine and pain management has become smoking marijuana. He sends me a package with some good stuff in it. I'm going to put it on social media. I don't care if sponsors drop me because of it or not. That's not what this is about. Like I said, this is fun for me. This is mental health. This is venting. This is getting me to remember why I love a game that I started fucking hating. So there's going to be no bought and paid for opinions unless it's worth my while. And a couple $100 here or there is not worth my while. So don't expect any ads anytime soon. Face of golf is not my goal. Venting about the stuff that I hate is. So, and having some fun on the golf course, obviously.
So getting a little tired, starting to see my legs wear out a little bit. But all right, one last swing and we'll call it a day. I would say that's more gear related. As you can tell, I'm still playing Gen 3 PXG ST blades. I'm not a gear guy per se, so it takes a lot for me to make a change. You know, I had the TSR head. I wasn't a big fan. I didn't have the weights to play around with it. It just felt heavy and clunky, so I got rid of it. I put the TSI 3 back in my hand. Love it. So until we can figure that one out, you know, that's staying in the bag. You know, the Ventus shaft's a little heavy for me right now, but I think once I get back up to speed, you know, we'll be able to get that club around soon. A little smother. You've heard me talk about the thought of going to graphite in my irons. You know, with my arthritis, I think it might be time, but that that might be a decision controlled by financial reasons. All right, last one. Over the 150, and we'll call it a day. There we go. That's the one to end on. Hit the 150. Oh, flew right over the top of it. So good one to end on. We'll go home and edit some of this footage and hopefully have an episode up tonight, and you guys can listen to it on your 4th of July commute tomorrow. All right, guys, until next time, let's go.